How's it going, my fellow pirates? In this video, I want to talk about unlocking rewards monthly through the Emissary Ledger. This is something that I do that keeps Sea of Thieves fun and engaging for me, and this is something that I, of course, mentioned that lets you play monthly, because if you do this for at least 7 months in a row successfully, you will unlock all the rewards required. Most people who've been playing for years might already have these and know about this, but if you have no idea what I'm talking about, then this video is for you. Now, to show you some of the rewards, you can get this cannon from the Reapers. This actual ship hull that we're on right now that glows in the front is also from the Reapers one. This anchor is from the Reapers. This wheel is from the Gold Hoarders one, which comes with a whole set. The sword that I'm using is from the Athena's Fortune. And this pistol as well is also from the Athena's Fortune Emissary Ledger. There are a bunch of items you can get across from ship items like this for a complete ship set, as well as all of the different weapons like these swords, the pistols, the shotguns, the I have reaches. And in my opinion, these are rewards that are my goal, essentially, to unlock some of these cool things. But let's go ahead into the systems on how to unlock all of these different ship sets and items and armors and weapons and things that are in the game. So if we go ahead and go to the screen over here, you can see there is your pirate log at the top. This is where you're going to find this. You're going to go towards reputation. Now inside reputation, you're going to have 4 different pages. The first one will have the Reaper's bones right over here. And if you go ahead and you click this, this will open up your stats with them. What we're looking at here is the Emissary Ledger. Now this lasts or starts every single month. And this overview will record how much gold or emissary value that you make under the Reaper's Bones flag. Now you'll see here in my overview, I made 1,000,000 gold or emissary value for Reaper's Bones. Now, depending on your value, it will place you between follower, servant, keeper, and master. If you reach the master, the right side, which will show you your current value, which where I am right now, I've got 1,000,000, you will unlock all of the rewards that you see here. Follower doesn't give anything. Servant gives you, I think it's like a title or something. Keeper will give you your first reward, and master will give you your second reward. You can also click it to see what you previously earned. You can see I got the pistol. You can see here at the end of this month, I will be receiving the blunderbuss. And next month, I'll be working towards getting the drum. And the same goes for the ship reward over here. You can see here I previously earned the sails. I'm working towards getting the figurehead. And next month, I will get the wheel. Now, something you do need to be aware of is that when you get to this side, this means you are in the top 25% gold earners with Reaper's Bones, which means you have made at least 700 to 800 gold in the month. If you look at these numbers over here, for example, this one says below current, meaning that for this level over here, you basically take my 1,000,000 and you minus 806,000, which means to get to the second level, you have to have at least made 200,000 gold with Reaper's Bones this month. And to get to the third level over here, you need to have at least made probably about 700,000 gold. You can see here, I'm technically 322,000 gold ahead. And that keeps me in the master thing. So you need to be ahead of the third one. That means the bigger this number is in the minus, means the further you are ahead. And every day during the month, this does change as other players gain more gold with those things. So if you do this at the beginning of the month and you find yourself at master and you're like, only at like 400,000 gold, you need to be careful because at the end of the month, that value, all of these values keep rising. So you keep having to make gold. For Reaper's Bones, you genuinely just have to make just over 800,000 gold, and you should be good for the month. Now, if we go back to our reputations, we can go ahead and we go to the next page. You can track your gold hoarders, and you'll have the same thing here with the Emissary Ledger. You'll see here, no reward given, just the title. You can see here, we earned the cannons last month. We're working towards the capstan, and next month we'll get the pistol. And in our captain reward over here, you'll see here, we earned the wheel last month. We're working towards the sails this month, and next month we'll get the cutlass. Now, this one I also have 1,000,000 gold, but this is a little overkill. You probably only need around 600,000, maybe 650,000 gold, and you should be fine. Moving on to Merchants Alliance, this one's probably the hardest or can seem the most annoying to do, but it's actually not that crazy. You don't require a ridiculous amount of gold because most people don't grind a ridiculous amount of gold within the Merchant Alliance. You can see here of 830k. The reward system is pretty much the same as you can see here. I earned the wheel last month. month. I'm working towards the pistol this month, and I'll get the blunderbuss next month. In the final reward, I have the sales from last month. I'm getting the figurehead this month, and I'm getting the wheel next month. And if you do some math here, you basically need over 500 to 600k gold to secure your slot in the Admiral, the highest tier role over here. Like I said, you want the biggest minus number over here in this commander section so that it guarantees you stay in here a lot longer. I think a good amount is normally when you're about 100,000 over the limit. That is good. If we look at Order of Souls, we have the exact same thing. We go into the Emissary Ledger here. You can see here I've made 656,000 gold. Not a lot, but that doesn't matter because I'm already in the highest role here. And you can see here by 180,000 more than I need, which means that you barely need like 500k or just over 500k to make it here, because not many people sell Order of Souls because it is very difficult to make gold with Order of Souls, in my opinion at least. And lastly, if we go to the final page, these ones don't count here. We go to the final one here, Athena's Fortune. This one is only available to people who are Pirate Legend. And within here, if we go to our Emissary Ledger, you can see here I've got 613k gold, well above the amount that I need, which is around like, you just need like over 400k usually, and you should be good. The rewards for this are super cool. I love them. Last month I got this pistol. I love this pistol. We're working towards the blunderbuss this month. Next month, we'll be getting the wheel, the capstan. And in our legend rewards, last month we got the cutlass. This month we're getting the Eye of Reach, and look how cool that looks. That's epic. And we're getting the wheel next month as well. Now, I believe there are 9 rewards that you can unlock. So for a consecutive 9 months, if you find yourself at the top there, you will be unlocking new items every single month as long as you're in the top 25%. Let me run through some of these items with you quick. So for the Gold Hoarders, you can see these sails over here. The Tribute Peak hull over here. We've got the Tribute Peak cannons. The Tribute Peak capstan. The Tribute Peak pistol. Blunderbuss. The drum. We also have the sails on the other side, which is I think this is in the top 25% section. We have the figurehead. We have the wheel. We have the Tribute Peak sails. The cutlass. The Eye of Reach. The concertina. And then we move on into the Order of Souls. So here's this first sail, the hull, the Relic of Darkness cannons. We got the capstan for it, the pistol, the blunderbuss, the drum. These are for the top 25% ones. We have the figurehead, the darkness wheel, the darkness sails, the cutlass, the Eye of Reach, the concertina. Within the Merchants Alliance, we have the sails, the Merchant Ambassador hull, the Ambassador cannons, the capstan over there, the pistol, blunderbuss, the drum, the augural sails, the figurehead, the wheel, the sails over here, this cutlass, which actually looks pretty cool. We got the Eye of Reach, the concertina. And within the Reapers, you got the first introductory sail, the renegade hull, the cannons, the capstan, the pistol, the blunderbuss, the drum. Then you got the master sails, the figurehead, the wheel, these sails over here. Then you got the cutlass for the renegade, which also looks pretty cool. The Eye of Reach, which I would like as well. The concertina for it. And then under the Athena's Fortune, we got this one, the sails, this pistol, blunderbuss, the glory capstan, the figurehead over here. Man, I want this on my ship. That looks so cool. The cannons, which I'd like to see in person, but they look interesting. The glory drum, the top 25% sails. We got the cutlass, the Eye of Reach, really cool. The wheel, the Magpie's glory hull, also really cool for a hull. We got the glory sails. I like these sails too. And the concertina. I believe there's also fishing rods as well as another reward too. Now, if you want to make progress to any of those emissaries, all you have to do is actually go to them like this, the Merchant Alliance over here. You have to be representing them with an emissary. Now, you only make emissary value based on the things you sell to the Merchant Alliance, for example, which means that if I sell like a captain's chest or skulls, I will not get any value for selling those items. I will actually have to sell things that are deemed worthy for the Merchant Alliance. Stuff like, supplies, snakes, animal crates, things that the Merchants Alliance will actually give you bonuses on. The same goes for Gold Hoarders. Gold Hoarders will give you your emissary value based on things that are gold related, things that are like chests or gold. Quite simple, anything that you get a bonus on with the Gold Hoarders will count to your emissary there. With your Order of Souls, anything that is a skull will get your value up for Order of Souls, and that's why it's so difficult to get Emissary Value for that, because you can only sell skulls and, pretty much that, I guess. And for Athena's Fortune, you're going to need to sell things that are ancient in rarity, like things like the Chest of Legends or like those ancient looking things. You don't find them all that often. You'll most likely have to do voyages like the Legend of the Veil or stuff like that so that you can find those really rare items to sell them, because that's the only thing that will give you emissary value for Athena's Fortune. Luckily, and also most difficultly, the Reaper's Bones one is actually the easiest to do, because the simple fact that anything you sell gives you bonus emissary value, which means that you can reach really high numbers. But the problem is that's why you have to get like over 800,000 gold compared to like 400, 500,000 with the other alliances, is because it's a lot easier to make gold with Reaper's Bones than it is to make gold or emissary value with the others. But I'm sure you guys already know how to run through all the emissaries. That is pretty much how you can chase your Emissary Ledger rewards, so that you can unlock new things and keep you playing every month, so that you have something to do and work towards in case you find yourself a little bit bored or waiting in between for like the next Tall Tales or the next major events or adventures or things to do. I hope you guys found this video helpful, and thank you so much for watching.